Alright YouTube, welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be starting a brand new series on this channel. I have recently started this account this year and it's going to be basically breaking down every single trade that I took on my E8 200k funded evaluation. Now I have already taken 4 trades on this account, so I'm going to be breaking down every single trade on this account, my management, entry, stop loss, TP, all of that good stuff. I'm going to be documenting this potentially every week, depending on how active we are within this challenge. Win or lose, I'm going to share the raw journey of this account and be sharing my thoughts of the platform and what I really think of this whole challenge and overview of it. So I decided to go with the 12% profit target with an 8% dynamic drawdown. Now with this dynamic drawdown, one thing to note is because I went up about just over 2%, and then I took a few losses, which I'm basically now at break even, which says profit hit up here at negative 0.4. Because of that dynamic drawdown, I'm actually down 2.6%, as opposed to if I was just down minus 0.4% on, say, another challenge like FTMO or something. So one thing to keep track of with this account and something to be aware of. Obviously with E8, they are solely one step now, which is quite nice. A lot easier for people to get funded. They can just take it nice and steady. And yeah, so basically I'm going to be breaking down all of these trades. So I've taken 4 trades on this account, 1 win and 3 losses. First trade was taken on the 6th of January. Second trade, 8th of January, then 2 further trades on the 15th of January as well. So without further ado, let's jump into the charts and break down these setups. All right, so the first trade was taken on Monday, the 6th of January. It was a short on Euro USD, closing out for about 2.2R in profit. Now, quick breakdown of this trade. What did we see? Well, Monday, we obviously saw Monday's range. This was sort of a Monday range play. What we saw on Tuesday was Asia break this Monday high. We started to range sideways somewhat, and then we saw this nice sweep of that Asia high and then a nice V-shaped recovery, which is where I got into this position. Stopped just above the high. We also had nice manipulation areas as well, and then I just targeted a straight 2.2R TP. I could have definitely stretched this to Monday low, seeing as it was a Monday range play. A lot of the time you can target Monday low. However, I'm very much of the sort where I just like to bank profits nice and steady. I don't really need to hit these big home runs. I'm very happy with slow, steady, consistent returns. So very clean trade on this one, and we were in it for about 7 hours. So nice trade, nice and easy. Took it at 7:45, so just pre-London, but no real dramas for me there. Nice and steady for 2.2R. So next trade was taken on USD CAD on the 8th of January for just under 0.5% loss. So going over the higher time frame on this trade, I did have some daily POIs drawn out, and this was obviously this daily fair value gap along with this previous weekly buy side liquidity, where I was looking for a bit of a reaction from. We did also have obviously H4 displacement and H1 displacements as well, but again, very, very similar to the first trade here. I was looking for a bit of a move out of that daily POI. We obviously saw Asia range, small little Asia session. We traded higher in London, formed this high, and again this sort of V-shaped recovery here, which is a very commonality in a lot of the trades that I take, is this strong V-shape, which again just confirms intent to the downside and confirms selling pressure. So I got into this trade at about 10:45, so kind of that London low time zone. So maybe not ideal, but it was part of the plan and fit my rules. Price then did actually trade nicely lower. We reached a maximum of about 1.18R. It's not really in my management to actively close or take partials or anything like that. So I was more than happy with the risk, played this one, held this one overnight. And then unfortunately Friday was NFP. So I did close this one about 30 minutes before NFP for about negative 0.5 R. So nice and steady, well managed, and yeah, overall good trade. All right, so next up in the positions, I did actually take 2 trades on this day, 15th of January, both on Euro dollar and dollar CAD as well. First position was taken on Euro USD. This was a bit of an interesting position. In hindsight, probably not the most perfect setup. It was in alignment with my plan and my strategy, so I'm happy that I took it. I did manage this one a little bit more aggressively, just given where we are where we were within the market, where momentum was, and yeah, after we rejected this H1 inversion and kind of started to trade low, I did just cut this at around 0.6, 0.7 R for a small loss. So not a full loss here, but yeah, happy with the management, but not an ideal setup, but that's fine. And yeah, alongside this, I did take dollar CAD shorts as well, so we'll cover that now. So here we have dollar CAD on the same day. Again, shorts, very similar setup to the last dollar CAD, where I'm looking to play that higher time frame POI, that higher time frame structure. Bit of a weird entry, somewhat of a V shape, but we kind of impulsed higher, created this kind of wedge, and then impulse lower. So a little bit funky, but I did have an entry set here with stops just above the high. Again, fully aware of the risks with this trade, but just trying to play that high time frame structure and trend. After EU closed, I saw the momentum coming into EU. Obviously, I closed EU early for a small loss, and I did the exact same with dollar CAD as well, simply because of the momentum that was coming in the market. There was no real need for me to hold for a full loss when I could just take it early at minus 0.8. I think the position was. So yeah, again, very much go-to setups here. Nothing to be too concerned with. Just playing the probabilities game. So that is all 4 trades that I took on the account. And like I said before, basically the account balance is at break even. But with the dynamic drawdown, I am down 2.6%. So moving forward, I am going to be actively documenting these trades in a live scenario. So moving forward, you should see my thought processes going into each individual trade, how I'm going to manage this account, and if we can pass it or not. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Follow along for more. Give me a like if you enjoyed it, and comment if you want to see anything more. And with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all soon.